So as of lately, there's been a lot of discussion surrounding the Black Clover filler arcs, and in this video I hope to clarify some things and just give everybody a clear understanding, at least from my perspective. Now everybody knows that I'm like a big Black Clover fan, so I'm gonna try to keep this as unbiased as possible. So what I intend on doing with this video is just address some of the claims that are being made surrounding the Black Clover fillers. So if you like Black Clover videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and leaving a like also helps out the channel a lot. So with all that being said, let's hop right into the video. So first we have to define what a filler is. So for this video, I'm going to be using this definition of the word filler so there's no confusion with anybody. So for this definition, it's filler refers to story in an anime that was not in the manga. These are created because anime production usually outpaces the manga. Now, just by defining what a filler is, it should clear up a lot of confusion, because I see a lot of people saying that since this is canon anime episodes, it makes it not filler, and that's just not the case, because a filler is just something that wasn't in the manga. So with that being said, the anime can still have filler episodes that are canon, or specifically anime canon. And the reason I point that out is because you gotta realize not everyone who watches the Black Clover anime is going to read the Black Clover manga, and not everyone who reads the Black Clover manga is gonna watch the Black Clover anime. So you have to realize and make the distinction that the Black Clover manga and the Black Clover anime are two separate products. And what I mean by this is, I know if you've been in the anime community for long enough, you've heard the term of anime onlys. Now this pretty much refers to a person who only watches anime but does not read manga. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because they have to be able to stand on their own. So the anime has to be able to stand on its own without a person actually reading the manga. So the anime has to make sense to a person who potentially has never read the manga. Now me personally, I'm a really big Black Clover fan, so I'm gonna pretty much consume everything that has to do with Black Clover, whether it be the games, the manga, the spin-off manga, the anime. But you gotta realize most people aren't going to be huge mega fans, and they're probably gonna consume maybe one or two of the mediums. And at the end of the day, that's fine. It's still supporting Black Clover in the long run. So one of the things that anime tends to do is they have different type of fillers. Sometimes they have flashback fillers, and this can be seen in Black Clover also with episode 123 and 124. These type of fillers are the episodes that kind of just recap past events and don't really add anything new, but they just go over past events for someone who might have missed out on some episodes, and instead of watching those episodes, they can just watch a recap episode. And it also allows the manga and the anime to have further space from each other, so it allows the manga to keep on progressing, and it allows the anime to keep on progressing, but it does not allow the anime to actually progress to the point where it catches up to the manga. Black Clover is a weekly anime, therefore it will be very bad for them to start adapting the manga too fast to where the point it catches up to the actual manga. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand this, because they always say we want them to adapt the manga right now, but you have to realize if it catches up to the manga, it's going to be very bad, because the manga is weekly and so is the anime. So how can they possibly adapt the anime if it's literally on the same schedule as the manga? That means there's no space, and let's say Tabata wants to take a break or a week off, then it throws the whole schedule of the anime off. And also they don't have enough time to plan and really adapt the anime to its full potential, because it's right behind the manga. So they don't really have time to plan. They would need to pretty much pump out episodes that they didn't even have time to plan for, because if you really think about it, let's look at Black Clover episode 100, one of the best episodes. You cannot tell me that would have been the same quality if they only had 1 week to plan everything out. Now they have to plan it, they have to storyboard it, they have to write, they have to animate. And another thing that people don't tend to realize is if the anime was close to the manga, or if the anime just adapted the same weekly material at the manga, what would be the point of the manga if the anime is already adapting the manga? The manga sales would definitely drop, and if the manga sales dropped, that means the manga is going to be canceled. So they need to have that space to build up the hype. Hype is very important in today's anime culture, and we need hype for Black Clover. So the manga has an upcoming Spade Kingdom arc, and pretty much that's one of the most hype arcs in manga right now. And if the anime adapted that at the same time as it was appearing in the manga, there would be no hype because it's already been adapted, you know what I mean? Now, the next type of filler that I'm going to be talking about is the type that I feel like a lot of people have discrepancies about, and they tend to argue about this a lot, and they tend to not really come to a consensus on if this is a filler or not. And hopefully I can clear it, but at the end of the day, you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm just going to say what I believe to be true. This type of filler that I'm talking about is the type of filler that pretty much tries to create its own arc, and the arc wasn't in the manga. So a lot of people say, oh, this is not filler, this is canon. But you have to realize it didn't happen in the manga. So if somebody read the manga would still have to make sense at the end of the day, because the manga is a standalone product. I know a lot of people who have bought the manga and have never even watched the anime. So if they have like an anime arc, the arc can be canon. You know, it can be canon to the anime, but it doesn't necessarily have to be canon to the manga, because some people are just not going to check out the anime and some people are just not going to check out the manga. It is what it is. People like me, I'm definitely going to check out both, but I'm just saying they have to make sense to the people who just want to consume one or the other, because at the end of the day, buying anime and manga can get expensive. And not even just that, people like me, I have a lot of time on my hands to dedicate a lot of my life to reading and watching anime and manga, but some people have jobs and stuff and they only can consume one or the other, either the manga or the anime. Now, one of the most controversial Black Clover episodes so far has been episode 136, and this is because Noelle uses runes before she was able to use them, canonically speaking, in correlation with the manga. Now, this is an important discrepancy for me to point out, because the anime can easily write this off and they can make a callback to this event happening, but the manga has already been written and put in stone. They can't go back and change the manga because it's already written. In the anime, they can easily throw a callback to this event happening. At the end of the day, the manga and the anime do go hand in hand, but if you want the definitive source of the story, it's gonna have to be the manga, since it's written directly from the creator of the story. Now, if we're being 100% honest, if a person wanted to skip over Black Clover anime only episodes, they're still gonna pretty much know what's going on in the story as long as they watch all of the manga canon episodes. I think y'all pretty much get the point I was trying to make. So if you disagree with me, you could put that in the comments, or if you agree with me, you could put that in the comments also. But if I'm being 100% honest, I really enjoy the Black Clover anime only episodes, but that's just because I'm like a big fan of Black Clover in general. Like, I even read the spin-off manga and that's not even canon at all. So I pretty much like anything that has to do with Black Clover, but I know some people aren't like that. So I just have to be honest and fair and unbiased. Even though I am a little bit biased towards Black Clover, in my opinion, you should watch every single Black Clover episode. You should play all of the Black Clover games and everything like that. I just felt like I had to make this video because there's just too much confusion going on, so I just wanted to try my best to at least clear some of the confusion up. Now, in my opinion, I think that Black Clover has some of the best anime only episodes I have ever seen in my life, but then again, I could just be biased since I love Black Clover so much. So you guys be sure to let me know what you guys think. So with that being said, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about with you guys today. So if you got something out of this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeohXO, and I'm out.